I'm so excited to make this video for you because every year it becomes more and more clear for me the way I can break down something that is so intangible pieces, so then you can start applying these from now on. As you saw my video or whatever led you to this video, I'm constantly saying that the strategy, the system will never work if that part in your brain is not unlocked to become resourceful enough to make that strategy work. Okay? I repeat this over and over because what I have noticed in my journey as an entrepreneur, growing my own business and helping my clients grow their own business, I have seen that they also made a mistake, like me, paying for ads, websites, or expensive marketing, expensive videos at the beginning. And it didn't work because it's not a strategy, it's not a system that will create that result that you want, which is bringing more clients into your business. In reality, and I put it here in my notes, is your brain that is blocking new clients. It's always your main asset, your brain, that will determine if you are bringing more clients or not. Even if you have the best CRM, even if you have the best marketing, even if you spend $100,000 in ads, everything is directly correlated and is related with your brain. Why? This is the part that excites me the most because something that you might have heard many times, yes, it's your mind, yes, your mind is powerful, it's still being super intangible or like if you were in the limbo, hard to really understand the why behind it. And we fall into looking for strategies or systems or things that we believe will get us there faster without going deep into our brain to see what is not working for us, as those, like, we have those perceptions that will determine if we are going to bring more clients or not. So while I was thinking, how can I make this so tangible? So then you understand the power of checking in your brain the blockages, the stories, the perceptions are literally neural connections, neurons connecting in your brain that are creating that result right now. Because I'm going to show you, because I do believe as humans we are pretty visual, I will show you this short presentation. Is just like 3 slides. So then you visually can see what is constantly happening in our brain. Because first step for me to show you that your brain is blocking clients, first step is creating or bringing that awareness. So then we can go to step number 2, which is transforming that pattern or that perception that is no longer serving us. So then we can practice it to build a new neural connection, because the more you practice it, the faster you are going to build that new perception that will align with that new result. Okay? That's why actions don't create results. What creates results is the way you are being, because of the perceptions that you have in your brain. Is kind of the software, the codes in your brain that are building or creating emotion and energy inside your body. And this is what will determine if the action will work or not. Okay? So, number 1, awareness. Here, I'm going to share screen with you. As you can see, we have a brain that has a mind. What is the difference between mind and brain? The mind is your brain working, okay? The brain is the organ itself. The mind is your brain working. So we have a subconscious mind and a conscious mind, right? You might hear about this before. The 95% or 80, 85, between 85 and 95% of every action you're taking are being led by your subconscious mind, okay? So if you are only bringing zero clients, sorry, like you're not bringing clients, or you're just bringing one client, three clients, the result is only information that is telling you that in your subconscious there is a story, a neural connection that is not allowing to create that result that you want, or that is only supporting you to create that result that you have in the present moment. So two clients is information that is telling you you have information that made these two clients possible. Okay? So now, how we can know what do we have in our subconscious mind? First, we're gonna understand how this computer that you have, and listen, the moment you master this, the moment you master your own brain, you have everything you need within you to create that desired result in your business. In this case, bringing more clients in. Because here's the thing, you can pray God, the universe, whatever I believe in God, in Jesus, but you can ask for it, right? You can ask for it. But if you don't train your brain to hold space for more clients, your brain will sabotage you. Like you will sabotage yourself unconsciously. So God can bring you all the opportunities, all the tools, but you won't see them, or you won't act upon it. You won't do anything about it because the resourcefulness is not in your brain yet. That's what we get to rewired. So the moment you have the opportunity, you are smarter than your brain in that aspect, that subconscious mind, and then you catch yourself sabotaging yourself. So then you become resourceful enough to not let yourself sabotage yourself. Literally is you in your brain. You become smart enough to catch that perception and transform that perception. And we are going to learn how you can rewire that perception that is no longer serving you. So here, as you can see, this is how our brain works. We have circumstances, that means like situations. In this case, you became an entrepreneur, okay? We have thoughts about it. We have thoughts about the circumstances around us, right? So right now you are a financial advisor, or you are a realtor, or you are a coach, whatever you are right now. That's a circumstance. What do you think about it is a thought, right? So if we go to clients, getting clients is just a circumstance, okay? What do you think about it is a thought. So when I ask a lot of entrepreneurs, when I ask, what do you think you're not getting clients? The answer, that information, will tell me their thoughts. Thoughts are those neural connections. Can you see that? Literally like this. Like connections in your brain that create energy, that will determine if that action that you're going to take from now on will work or not. Okay. So then, because of the thought, creates that emotion, that feeling, which is energy and movement in your body. As you can see here in the picture, you convey that, like you project that. Okay. That feeling will determine, I'm going to repeat this over and over because I know you got it when you're bringing a lot of clients already, okay? That emotion will determine if your action will create that desired result, okay? So I just want you to see that this is happening 24/7 in your brain. You see a circumstance, okay, which is you as an entrepreneur bringing clients, what you think about it. So a lot of people think, well, the market is saturated, or it is hard, people don't have money. all these are perceptions that are not serving you, okay? These are perceptions. Or if you are aware that it's just a perception and you have to be positive about it, sometimes you want to be positive, but being positive is not the way to go sometimes, because we don't know what is in us. If we know that it is serving you to be positive because you are getting results. Sometimes we avoid the pain of knowing exactly what is the perception that is not letting us create that result, but putting a positive thought that we don't even really feel. We know that that thought is serving us because you feel it in your body, okay? And therefore you are creating, or you acting, you're taking massive action to create that result. If you feel that you have been doing everything but nothing is working, that is telling us that there is a perception, a story in your brain that is not serving you. So first, awareness. In order for us to sign clients, you need to believe 100% in yourself. You need to believe 100% in your product, in your offer. You need to believe 100% that people will want you as a person who can help them and will want what you have to offer. They want it. There is no doubt. But I have found that in many entrepreneurs, in my clients, and in me too, sometimes it's not 100% in the three of them. So you, right now, I want you to kind of see where in these three you are not 100%. And everything starts from awareness, okay? So where do you think you are not 100%? And then ask yourself why. Do I believe 100% in me as a person who can serve them? 100%? No, why? It would be like 80%. Okay. What, like, why is not 100%? And whatever comes out, that is a perception that we get to rewire. Okay? So now I'm going to check here. I'm going to come back to the main screen. The only way to rewire your brain is by directing your brain to answers that will help you to find the way. But we are trained to go to the negative. So we are trained to ask why this is not working. Why I cannot see any result. This is not enough. I want it more. This is what our brain does. And this slows down the process because we are asking our brain questions that will lead us with negative answers. And then it becomes a loop where you're stuck. So I really want you to become really good at asking questions that will lead you to positive answers, therefore positive results. In this case, a question you can make when you feel stuck is what I can do to make my script, I would say like I forgot the word, it's my pitch. Okay. What can I adjust in my pitch to make it even more compelling? How can I help people to see the value? Why do I believe that what I have to offer is valuable? And you can go back to what it did for you. So when you ask 24/7 questions like these, you are rewiring your brain to bring new answers that come from a place of resourcefulness. Okay, so this is the key. And then when you already know that by asking great questions, you will get greater answers, you will know that you have the capacity to direct your brain to that bias or to that filter that will lead you to find ways and to feel in a way that will make those actions work. So that's why when you go to a lot of networking events, it's not the action of going to a lot of networking events. I have seen people in networking events, they don't even interact with people. And they think that because they're going to networking events, so they will bring clients or they will build connections. No. Who do you get to be to become the person who is bringing a lot of clients while he or she is going to networking events? And it all comes from the conviction and the confidence that you have. And also knowing that you can come from service, that you don't have to go everywhere with the goal of signing clients. You can literally just go with the goal of getting friends, getting to know interesting people, serving. So everything that I'm doing right now is literally rewiring your perception and your brain so then you can start taking actions that are aligned with the result that you want to create. Someone who is bringing a lot of clients, wherever that person show up, the conviction is 100%. The conviction, this is life changing. Like this, what I have is 100% valuable. Why not to share this with people? Like literally with that type of energy. And I'm not kidding. When I'm in that place, people come to me. You become a magnet. And yes, I cannot tell you that this video will rewire your brain because it requires consistency and practice. So if this is something that you want to start practicing, if this is something that you want to be consistent in, I have my course. It's called, I'm going to show you here. No pressure at all, but I do believe it's really valuable if you really want to start creating that consistency and practice, okay? This client magnet in 5 minutes. I think I can leave the link. I have to show it here because I was not sure if I could leave the link in the comments, but you can take a picture of it and also know that it's all about practice. It's all about consistency. That's why this course is just maximum 5 minutes videos every day, 5 minutes for 25 days with audios. So then we are pouring this new information in your brain. We are rewiring your brain for you to create that new result. Okay? Because otherwise, you will be constantly investing in tools and strategies, but you will be acting from the same place. It's like you want to have now a spinach plant, okay? You have been planting tomatoes, but now you want to change tomatoes for spinach. Instead of having tomatoes, now you want to have spinach. But here's what is happening right now if you're not getting clients. You buy another type of seeds and you think that those seeds, let's just think like they're the same seeds. Nothing, you cannot pretend to change from tomatoes to spinach if the genetic of the tomato seeds is still there. It's like it's an analogy that I love because it's you taking literally what we're doing when we invest in strategies or all this marketing or all these things. When we don't have a wired brain to hold more clients, these won't work because you are not changing the genetic of the tomato. So then what you can plant are spinach because we changed the tomato genetic into a spinach. Does it make sense? It's like we keep planting tomatoes, but then maybe the strategy is different. Instead of putting 2, we put 3. Instead of like pouring the dirt in this container, we change it for another container. But the genetic of the tomato seeds is exactly the same. But we think that by just changing the action, then the result will change. When the genetic of the tomato seeds is the same. And you can relate this with your brain. We cannot pretend to have different results if our brain hasn't been altered to create that new result. There is no way. And it's so sad to see that a lot of entrepreneurs, they quit. They think that it's not for them because they have tried everything and they keep stuck. They have tried everything and they think that that's not for them, that it was not meant to be, or that just few were in the list of successful people who can make it and they cannot because they are not changing what is in here. They're just changing the strategy. They're just changing the action. So I really want you to stick with this. Remember, first, awareness. What is that thought, that perception? Second, write it down. Do I believe 100% in my offer? No. Why? Do I believe 100% in me? No. Why? Do I believe 100% in people wanting this product and me? No. Why? The more deep you go into this, I promise you, the better you become, and the better you become at changing your brain into that phase, into that place where you will know exactly what to say, how to show up, what action to take. Because you become smarter that subconscious or that software that was not letting you get where you wanted to be. It's like you get to become someone else. You get to become someone who is already holding more clients in advance. So then the strategies or the systems will work not because of the system, but because of you, because you make it work. Because you have that new capacity to make it work. Because the way you show up, the conviction that you have. But yeah, it requires a repetition. It requires a practice, but it's 100% worth it. It's 100% worth it. That's how you will create lasting results, by wiring your brain. But it's so fascinating to see that people still focusing on the strategy, the AI, the CRM, the most expensive marketing, when in reality is what you are projecting into the world, the person you are becoming, the person that can hold that new result. Okay, that's it. I gonna see you in the next video. Bye.